Hello, everybody. We are live, barely. I have been just running around since 4:30 this morning. I literally just came home. Like, oh, Brian! Yeah, creep away, sir. I am all about the lurkers. Just hang out, enjoy. I have no problem being a monologue. Hey, Keith. Um, the puppies just ran into the room because we just got home. We just got home. It is 6:30. I walked in the house 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes. Yeah, Brian, I'm sorry you're not feeling well because it's good going around, guys. I have no idea what it is about. Oh, Jolie's here. Hang on, let me get her into the live. Hey, you're live. We're on the air.
Hi.
So this is the bag I used today. So I had to. Hey, Craig. Yeah, work away, guys. Yeah, we had dinner. I mean, I'll get into it, but this is the bag I was using today. This is a Goodwill purchase.
Hi,
I
Keith.
love this bag. Um, it is a Velcro instead of the newer button, but yeah, Christiana says it's going around. That's the truth. So I mean this wallet today, guys. This wallet came from Craig. I love this wallet. This wallet fits as much stuff as my long Chanel wallet. This one, this Coach, and they don't make this anymore. I wish they still made this bag, or not bag, wallet.
Hi, Craig.
You have packed, yeah, oh yeah, totally. It is completely packed, but it fits everything really well. Really? H5N1 detected in waste? Really?
Yep,
I don't know what H5N1 is, but that's not good.
it's bird flu.
Oh, I wonder if that's what my mother-in-law has. They don't know. She's just back in the hospital, living the dual life. Oh, yes, so guys, Jolie and I are live today. We have an announcement.
We
We
have
will
an
be going
announcement.
live on Jolie's channel Sundays and Thursdays. Yeah. So if you haven't had enough of me, you'll get to see more of me with Jolie. Let me take off my safety shirt because this has been the day I've had. This has literally been the day I had. It's been like,
Reflective orange is your color.
right? I know who's supposed to look great in neon. I look like a traffic cone. you know. I was telling Jackie before she told me that you two were doing a live together. Um, oh, I heard of a case in Louisiana and one case in California. Oh, whoa, wow. That's so not cool. Don't we have enough stuff happening in the world right now that we do not need another anything, guys? It's like the world.
There's one that's even worse that's not made it here yet, and it starts with H7. You can Google it.
Ooh, I don't want to know. Right now, I'm avoiding people. I'm literally avoiding people. I'm sitting in
Yeah,
my
it's
car. We
time.
ate dinner. Okay, so we had to run to the hospital to see his mother, to drop off some stuff so she could have a charger for her phone. She needed some glasses. Like when they take you in an ambulance, it's not like, oh, do you have your things? No, they take you
No.
in the ambulance. so and so we went over there. So we stopped at the Panda Express, and we do this. We've been doing this since the pandemic times. We'll go to the drive-through. We'll park in the parking lot, and we'll eat in the parking lot.
Right.
Like, because I don't want to go inside. I'm like, no, I don't want to mingle with the humanity. I don't want to touch the table your kids have touched, and nobody washed that table because there's only 3 staff and nobody's working the dining room. Like, no, you know. But how was your day, Jolie? How is the weather in Florida?
It was a little warmer today. Yesterday, it only got up to 61. Today, I think it got up in the low 70s.
Yeah. Um, Keith, because of COVID, before COVID, I could have my immunity. I exercised the use of my skin as blocking most things out, but then with COVID times, I was like, yeah, no, because I'm diabetic, so I have a compromised immunity anyway. So let's not encourage. So I used to like, oh, wash my hands, they'll be fine. Now it's like, no. I look at everybody like they have the plague. And I'm like, nope, do not come near me. You know, hi, I have a Pugsley under my desk. Have you changed your habits because of the pandemic, Jolie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I I really had to because I got why are we I'm playing back somewhere. Anyway, I got diagnosed with melanoma in my left eye at the end of 2019 and had to have my plate put on the back of my eye for radiation in during the pandemic.
Oh, we have feedback. Um, Let me see. Where are my other? Let me see if this will help. Oh, I
I'm
wonder
not
if I can
currently
connect
working,
it.
Keith.
Okay. Let me see if I can connect.
Keith, I'm retraining to do a different job right now.
Okay, say something.
Say something.
Yes.
There
And
we go.
tell me, guys, if the feedback has gone away. I think I just needed to switch over to my headset. Um, you work a typical 9 to 5. Your schedule. Oh, Keith is asking Jolie if you work a typical 9 to 5. Are your schedule more regular?
Right. And I'm not working right now. That's what I told him. I'm retraining to do something else. I'm not built for the OR anymore. 30 years is long enough. It's time to do something else.
That is okay. Thank you, Craig. That is definitely because of the headset. Then I'll have to just make sure um, to use my headset when we go live. I need to get another set of headphones that connects to this. This one's not. These are not very comfortable headphones, so I don't wear them other than here, and then I take them off promptly. Yeah. But hey, Jeanette, that sounds like awesome. A friendship ring sounds cool. Yeah. So anyway, we went to the hospital, and I told James, like, use hand sanitizer. Don't touch anything. And
Right.
well, the nursing home, where the wing she's on, the entire wing, everybody has a respiratory issue. Everybody, including her. She is also on a nebulizing treatment. So we will see. Uh,
I only gave my shoulders and my back, and apparently my left eye.
yeah. Um, so today, um, I went to I went and we had to get to work by 6 o'clock in the morning. So we were up at 4:30 a.m. doing our thing because we were trying to beat not just the traffic. We had to get one of these really expensive scanners back to the facility, and we had a deadline. So we had to get this done. We had to get to the office, get the crew, get the work, get the equipment, and then get to location, do the job, come back, take off the data, take the equipment back to the warehouse, and it had to be done by 3. There was no way around it. Had to be done by 3. So we're like running around like crazy folks, and we only got half of what I wanted done. Like we got the job done, we got the job done, right? So here's the thing though, guys. The sensor, okay, you've all seen the Google Maps or the Google trucks and cars that go with a sensor, or you see
Yes.
people flying around mapping the streets, right? Well, this is similar to that, just way more expensive. Okay.
Right.
So it is a removable mounted sensor that has to be unmounted and then put into its cradle. There's a lot to do with this. Here's the thing: the truck that we have for it doesn't have a compartment to lock and house the sensor. So it's in use, and that means somebody always has to be with it, right? So we're in my government compound, and we're like, okay, we can go inside and take the data off, put it on a computer. I'm like, I'm gonna stay with the baby because
Right.
anybody could just walk into and just lift. I mean, it's heavy. It's 80 pounds. It's not like it's light, but it's portable, and we don't own it.
Right.
So I'm like, I do not want to fill out that paperwork. I refuse to be the person that loses the sensor. And with my luck, it will be on my day working. And I said, no, I am sitting with this truck until you guys get back with the data part, right? So there's two parts. Think of an air conditioning unit. The camera is the inside unit, and then the condenser is the outside unit. So the sensor on this truck has two units. The inside unit that is housing and running the brain, and then the sensor, which is collecting all the stuff on top of the truck, right? So we could take the brain into the building and take off the data. Here's the problem. It's 50 miles worth of data. Literally 50, 25 one way, 25 the other way. It is a lot of data. It took 3 hours to pull off the data. So I'm sitting in the truck for 3 hours. And I said, James, you need to come down and switch out with me so I can use the restroom, or it's going to be a problem. You know? So we're like, well, how many more minutes is left? So basically, I had to babysit the truck. And people are like, oh, you don't have to babysit the truck. But nobody was going to risk it. And I said, but what if? And they said,
Right.
you stay there. You're good, right? So we're sitting there, and I had all these people in the garage coming back and forth. We had like a crew of 3 people, 2 cars down from me, talking about this guy's starter and his engine. His car's not working. He had 2 maintenance dudes looking at his truck, and then people were walking back and forth. I mean, it was like Grand Central Station. And I'm like, uh-huh. Because I did not know so many people hung out in our parking garage. This is ridiculous. Um, oh, it's an insane amount of data. I mean, that's the biggest problem we have with the data that we collect. All this type of data is the density of it. It is gigabytes and terabytes, and then it compounds. And
It,
right
it
now the state has this like, we must keep the native data, but a lot of times what we deliver to a client, what we actually use, it's actually stripped down data. It's not the native data. Like, and here's the thing, we at the point in technology, we
pineapple
can just
bun.
go get it again. We don't have
Right.
to have it the one time only. It doesn't have to be there in perpetuity until death do us part. We can just keep the stripped down data, keep the end product, trash the native, and collect it again. But for a long time, we couldn't do that. And it was so cost prohibitive that people were like, you must keep the native data. Well, that was fine when it was a roll of film. It's not a roll of film anymore. There isn't enough
Yeah.
storage, you know?
Oh, there
I
will be.
was,
They're building big databases now.
yes, Keith. But see, the databases isn't the problem. It's every time, okay, uploading to the database, downloading from the database, cost per charge per gig. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're looking, that's the problem. When we're talking about data storage, yes, they can do it. Yes, they can store it. How often are you going to access it?
Right.
And then that's where for them, that's how they make the money. It's not just the storing of it, it's the access of it. How often are you going to be pinging that data? And it's going to be how many licenses, how many people are going to download it, where is it going to go? You know? So yeah, my day was really hectic, guys. And I was ready. I mean, okay, I normally don't talk this much about work. This is full on rant Jackie mode about work. When I care too much, which is what's happened, I get too passionate, I get too involved, I get too much like this. But guys, I'm a state worker. Now think of government organizations, which I don't represent. I'm just an employee, and I do not speak for my company or agency at all. Um, there is a typical stereotype around state government employment. It's not, and it's there because it's kind of valid. There is a contingent to that. And sometimes when you do too much or you care too much, it's frustrating because we always say that time in a government state system is for every day in the real world. It's like 1 month of government state time because it takes so long for anything to happen. It takes so long for all the approvals to meet, all the boxes to be checked, for this policy to go through, for that person to look at this, for this legal to look at that. By the time you get anything done, it's been 12 months. So we've been on that wait, 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 wait. And then everything just went bam, we must get this done, you know? And so I'm like, wait, we don't have the policies for it. We don't have the blah. So I become a policy writer. And I'm like, hey, it's all internal, thank goodness, because if it wasn't, legal would have to get involved, and you never want to deal with legal or HR for that matter. So it's like, hey, can you read this? And then I'm doing the educational bit, and I'm getting really involved and really invested. I'm really having a good time. I'm enjoying every minute of it. And then you get that employee. We're about to leave. Hey, Marilla, we're about to leave. And like, oh, we can't leave yet. I'm like, what? We have been here since 6 a.m. It is 2 o'clock. What do you mean we can't leave yet? We can leave. And James is like, no, 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 no. We have to talk to this one coworker we promised. Why did you promise this? And why do we have to talk to him? Because I know who this guy is. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you telling me for the entire week, month, whatever, they're blaming you because he can't schedule this on his schedule? Excuse me. And then I went through the whole thing of, isn't he qualified X? He makes twice as much money as I do. Hmm. And I'm explaining to him how he needs to do his
His
job.
job.
Hmm. So I'm going to stop talking about that now because nothing good shall come from this conversation, and I don't want to get fired. So I'm going to do an unboxing right now to distract everybody from Jackie's life woes, and I have a stack of boxes, by the way.
Oh,
I
good.
had ordered a few things because Jackie went retail therapy. This is
I'll give you some
from
background music. Jackie's shopping addiction.
yeah, we have a problem, guys. It's a problem. So this is from the Goodwill, and this is from New Jersey. Do I remember what I ordered? No. But by feeling the bag, I think I kind of maybe. Oh, this might be the. Okay, let's just find out. This is fun for me and for you. I'm like, what did I order? Um, yes, and I would be right. This is the first of this brand I have. And I bought this particularly because, as you can see, I might have had a tiny bit of FOMO. Okay, a lot
Mm.
of FOMO about Dee Dee Bean's denim collection. Have you seen her denim collection of bags? I love denim. And I always look. She and I really like the same bags. We really do. And I'm like, oh, and so I commonly search for denim bags, and then this one came up. This is the first one from this brand. I've never had this before. Look, the tags are still on it.
What does it say? It's washed out. Amy
It's Kessenberg.
Kessenberg.
So I know this brand because they're like, I think on QVC. I think Linda P has told me about them. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Julie, there are some of the bags on your wish list. Oh, Keith wants to know what are the bags on. I know a
Huh.
bag on Jolie's kid. I'm a BFF. I know one of her bags. Brown, Fricky.
Yeah.
Specifically brown. It has to be that mahogany color, not cognac, not tan, that really dark, rich, chocolatey brown
And
with
what's the other caveat?
silver hardware.
Yes.
Yes! Woohoo!
Um,
Sorry.
Other than that, I think I want to change out some SLGs and I want to probably split my bag collection in half. So I finally started showing some bags on my channel in my Vlogmas just before I came on here. So the one that's up, uh, yeah, I showed a couple.
So
That's
this
interesting. I like the whip
this is
stitching. What's it
fresh.
stitched with? It looks like a shoestring. Is it leather?
Well, it's a leather pleather. I want to say it's polyurethane. I don't quite believe this is
Oh,
leather, but I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Let's find out what the
please tell
label
me
says.
it's not plastic.
I know, right? It'd be a waste.
Craig's a
There is
lurker.
a
He's
label.
a lurker boy.
Let's see. I was wrong. Wow. Okay, body trim exterior, 100 genuine leather.
Good.
Nice. Oh, wait a minute. What's that
Christiana,
word
I am
say?
not sure. Well, you know what? I really don't want to pay Louis Vuitton after my experience with my Epi bag. She asked me, "Do you still want a Monmano or no?" I have always wanted a Monmano, but I think I've changed my mind, and I think I want to take my Pink Floyd painted 30 instead and send it off to wherever Ed sent his and get bandolier straps put on it.
I have serious FOMO right now. Like, not just fear of missing out, just a complete desire for monogram. And I don't know why.
Oh,
And I don't know where and it's not the Murakami. It's not the Murakami. I was looking. Oh, this is Craig's fault. He linked me or tagged me in a thing that Minnie had linked. Did you get linked in that too, Jolie? The um, enter the giveaway for Minnie's Minks for All. The if you like this page, and so I went and liked the page, and then fell down the rabbit hole of the website, and it's some vendor out of Japan, right? So I'm sitting
okay.
there
No, I don't.
scrolling and
I
scrolling and
haven't responded. I
scrolling
don't think.
and scrolling and scrolling.
I,
And I've been looking at these amazing, and this is what I've learned about myself. I like vintage. I like old things.
yeah, I
I
do
like
too.
beat up bags. I like my vachetta to have color on it. It doesn't have to be naked and white. I like some naked and white vachetta, but I really like spotted and little older. And I really want a Beverly bag. The Louis Vuitton Beverly. I had a Hudson. I sold the Hudson. I regret the Hudson. I wish I had a Beverly. No, Beverly is a shoulder bag. It has a koala nose. It's really pretty. It's of an age. It's like 15 years ago. Nothing new about this bag. Oh, I have an Epi bag. Oh, Keith is asking, what happened to your Epi Speedy, Jolie? Do you want to share? Because if you're
Um,
like, no,
yeah, I do.
to be polite.
Um, Melissa did a video on her speedies, and she had to take the one with the two handles in and punch a hole, have them punch a hole.
Wait,
You
what?
know that, Melissa, on her
No, what?
channel.
Melissa
She
Wade Adams or
well, it's not, yeah, Melissa Adams. It's not the right length because it's a two-piece strap on a speedy, not a three-piece strap on a speedy. And the the one that she was showing was a blue and white um with the cowhide leather, the raw cowhide leather. And but it came with a two-piece strap. So with the two-piece strap, you can't make it short enough. You have to wear it crossbody or it's really, really
oh,
long. Well, the Epi that they came
huh.
out with in 2000, whenever I bought my bag, the new Epis with the silver hardware, mine's in black, also has the two-piece strap. So I punched a hole in it. Or I think no, Melissa said she punched her own hole so that I could make it a shoulder bag because the Epis are too stiff to wear crossbody. Right?
That
But
makes
that's
sense
not,
because I don't. My Epi I hand carry. Yeah.
yeah, well, if you wanted to carry on your shoulder with the strap that it comes with, you can't. It's too long
Oh,
because
okay.
you can't take out the middle piece and then it's no way to make it short enough to where it isn't hanging down to your thigh. Well, anyway, that wasn't the problem. That's just a problem with it. The problem with it is it came with a dent in it. I didn't turn it in right away. I was working full time, busy running kids to band practice and stuff like that back when I bought it. I took it in to get it fixed, and what had happened, what was wrong with it and why it had that dent was the originally coming out of the factory, the what's it called? The internal layer, the
Lining.
inside, the lining
Uh-huh.
was sewn in too tight and it was pulling the zipper towards itself and down. And so after a while it wouldn't even zip anymore. It would
Ooh.
just stick and you couldn't move it because the zipper was folding down and the zipper teeth were actually moving away from each other, curling underneath and moving away from each other. So I took it in and showed it to him, and And the sales associate said, "Yeah, you should have brought it back when it was new because da 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 da." And I said, "But you can see that the lining's in way too tight. I mean, if you just put your hands in the bags and lift up on the side under the zipper, you could feel the gap between the lining and the leather on the outside." So anyway, they took it and fixed it. Still looks like crap. Charged me.
Mm.
Anyway, so I don't want to give him any more money because that bag was over 2 grand. I bought it back a long time ago, but I'll never get rid of it. I'm probably going to switch into it and talk about it. Yes, they charged me.
I love this. I'm very this was donated brand new unused with tags. I guess somebody got this and didn't like it. This does happen. People do get gifts they don't like and they just donate them. You know. I love this bag. I love the hardware on this bag. I love the bag also because it's denim. Um, I like fabric bags a lot of the times. Yeah, Keith is pissed for you,
Yeah,
Julie. Yeah, because that's how you lose customers.
they did.
That's how they. That's how you lose customers, and they're trying to talk about, you know, they don't care or they wouldn't do that. You
No.
know, it's not like you were a problem person. It's not like you were in there all the time saying, "Hey, I want this done," and I
And
want
on
this.
top of, okay, on top of the fact that, yes, I didn't take it in within 30 days or whatever, but I barely used the damn thing because of this problem, and it was spotlessly clean. So, they had to have known. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Yeah, it was. You were not the first one only to ever happen to this happen to. I am looking for
Keith
a.
says, I feel like LV, I worked there when I was in college. It's a type of place that rewards Karens with giving them what they want, and if you're nice and quiet, they don't give you what you want. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I believe
Meaning
that's
if you had
life.
thrown a
That's
fit in there,
anywhere.
there's a good chance you would have
Yeah.
gotten the fee waived. Well,
Wow.
I uh I was very nice and I told her thank you and I said I don't think I'm going to buy from LV anymore. And then the look on her face, because I had tried on shoes and stuff, and while I was waiting for them to locate my bag, which was 2 months
Yeah.
overdue from when they told me it was going to
Mm,
be there. And
of course.
anyway, and and she said, "What?" I said, "Nah, it's just not worth it." And I walked out. It's just
Yeah.
not.
Well, I agree. I mean, if that's how they're gonna, if you spend $2,000 on a bag, and that should have never passed through.
Do y'all want to see the bag? I gotta go get it out of the closet.
Yeah, but
I
that
don't
should
think it's
never
in.
have passed quality control.
No, it should have never been.
Yeah.
It should have never passed quality control because
And it
the
shouldn't have been
zipper.
sold once it made it to the store. The retail
But I
salespeople
bought it
should have damaged it
online,
out.
so it was
Yeah.
probably a return.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back. I'll go get it.
Yeah. So let me trying to navigate all of my things. Um, if you had to throw a fit, oh, there's a good chance you would have found it. Yeah. Hey, Melissa. Keith, people who bring in sunglasses that were all scratched up because they would throw them in the bag. Well, the thing is, I think it's because glasses are very inexpensive, extremely inexpensive to make. The frames, especially, and the lenses, especially, even polarized lenses, they charge an arm and a leg for them, and they're really not that expensive to produce. So it's easy to repair glasses. I think it's because with that bag, there really was no way to fix something that had already structurally been done like that. They should have, they should have just issued another one. You know. Yeah. So anyway, how's everybody's Friday? Um, or the week? How's the week? Uh, I'm thrilled it's
I can't
Friday.
hear.
That's how my Friday went.
Ears on.
Yay!
Okay. And I can't even look what year it is. I'll have to look
Because they
back
fixed it.
because, yeah, because when they fixed it, of course, I took the tag out, and put a chip in the damn thing. Anyway, but it's listed on my Instagram back when I got it, so I can just go back there and look. The zippers go all the way down on the sides. But see how dented it is on the top? That's from the original
Yep.
way that the zipper was sewn in.
I'm surprised with
I
them
have it
repairing
stuffed.
that too, that they didn't just again at the repair facility say, "Hey, look, just give her a different one."
And it
It's
came
not
with
like
a,
they're not making. It's not like they're not making that bag anymore. That bag is still in production.
right.
That leatherway is still available. It's not like it's some rare
What the hell?
unicorn. Hmm?
They did all kinds of weird things. Like, first of all, the lining of the bag was gray, and they made it black. They put pockets in and they sewed this patch in, and I guess they put a chip under it. But this is not, it's not even really got, it's got sort of the same setup. Anyway,
So I just moved into this bag for tomorrow. It's raining here. The weather is awful. So I'm not going to risk taking a super nice bag out, but I love this. I have no plans for tomorrow. My plans are to sleep in. Yeah.
remember I was talking about it's only a two-piece strap. See?
Uh-huh.
It's not a
Oh, okay.
three-piece. So here's where it stops. There. And way up here, I put my own hole in it so I could carry it on my shoulder.
Smart move. You have to do what you have to do.
Because you can't wear these crossbody because the bottoms don't smash. So it sticks
Yeah, they're
out.
too
It sticks
far.
out that far.
Yeah. So this is absolutely a win for me. I'm very happy with
Yeah,
this.
that's nice.
Why are two screens so small?
She can make
Oh,
them bigger.
well, there we go.
Jackie's in charge.
It's me. It's all me. Um, I'm gonna see how much I paid this for. The bag itself was like $10. Um, shipped orders. And how do I spell this? Amy. Aimee.
I gotta
There we go.
figure out where my camera is. There we
Oh,
go.
that I now I feel ripped off. Was I the only bidder on this? Does it show how many bids? I was the only. Oh, this is sneaky, guys. This was the Goodwill tag that said $10.
Uh oh.
I bought it for $15.99. So they charged more for and then with, I don't know, shipping, taxes, all the things. Let's see. What was my all-in purchase? Oh, one click too many. Shipped orders. Let's see. My purchase price, the shipping was high on this, guys. $43. If I lived where this bag was sold, it would have cost me 10 if I bought it in the store. So I don't know how this got a Goodwill tag.
You paid a $33 convenience fee to have it brought to your
Mm-hmm.
house.
Yeah. It was a $20 shipping fee. $20. And this came out of which facility? New Jersey. So it did come quite a ways. I'm not gonna lie, but it's estimated. Let's see. The shipping price was it's a 1 pound 35. 1 pound and 35 whatever ounces. And if I estimated the shipping on this, whoa, the estimated shipping today, with it's the same price with the handling
Oh,
fee. It was 24.20. Yeah, I don't care. I still like the bag because this is a really pretty bag. You didn't buy a bag. You donated the donation. Yes, that's true, Keith. I
there you
donated.
go.
I
You can
donated, and I supported
good
FedEx. So
rationalizations.
that's a pretty color lipstick. Is that one of the check? Which is that
No,
one?
this is $7.95 one. I think that's what it is.
L'Oreal. Yeah, the liquid one of the liquid ones. I
Mm-hmm.
like that color.
Can't
That's a
really
good
get it
color.
on straight, but my lips are crooked anyway.
Hey, Maya. Jackie,
It looks
was that
terrible.
Michael Kors? Yes, I do love all my bags. This is actually Amy Kissenberg. It's my very first one. Look how cool this bag is. I mean, the hardware is like perfect because it was literally brand new, donated brand new. Amy Kissenberg. It has a leather whip stitch, and not only is it threaded through, it's stitched at the corners right here. They stitched over the whip stitch so it won't unthread. That's pretty smart. You know. I sold the
I
Cooper
see
bag I
Cooper
bought.
bag.
Wait, so he had the Cooper. It's one of the Ricky bags. It's the big brother to the Ricky. It's actually the men's bag. It's a travel bag. It's an amazing bag called the Cooper. And Keith had one. And he sold it. And he doesn't buy a lot of bags. So I was like, you must love the bag. But he didn't keep it. Aha! That's a
Look,
cute. That's a popple?
I have no idea. It was in the retro calendar. If anybody knows what it is, it's on my video that just went up before we went live. And I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I do too.
That's the back.
I love a bag like this anyway, you know?
The flat
Just
bags. I'm finding
yeah,
I'm not
just
a
like
fan, which is why I'm kind of relaxed on the Ricky and not hunting so hard.
yeah. We all have type. We all have types, you know. So let's open another box.
Let's
Let's see. This one, I have no clue what this is, and I don't even know. This came out of the USPS out of Houston,
turn them inside
Texas.
out.
It doesn't say it's from. This might be. What did I buy? What did I buy? If it's made in China on the outside label, I think that's a popple. It's a toy from the 80s.
Does it
Or it could be, or
Christiana's
you know what?
saying you turn it inside
That's
out.
yeah, the popples did, but that could also be from Animal Crossing. Yeah, the
No,
popple.
this is retro toys.
Retro toys, and it is a popple. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's
It
sitting
looks
on the
similar
microphone.
to but I can't remember. Um the kind of looks like a Devilo. Oh yeah. Dev okay, I always say the Delvo. But let's see.
Delvaux.
I think I know what this is. I think this was a Temu order. It is a Temu. This was a moment of extreme weakness, y'all. Don't judge too hardly on this one. Okay? I
Okay,
try not to
okay.
do this. I try not to keep doing this to myself.
Another
Why do I
sparkly.
keep buying bags I don't use?
Sparkly.
I never use them, but the color.
Is that green?
Oh, it is. Look at that color.
Can you use that for your bag inside your bag? Like your other little
That's what I'm
bag?
going to do. It's totally going to be a bag inside the bag. If my sister ever sees this, it will leave. The blue one she doesn't care about. She doesn't wear a lot of blue, but green, this is one of her favorite colors.
I've
Oh,
ordered
look at
from the
Keith.
Real Real. I've had good experiences, Keith.
Uh, Buying from the Real is a good experience. I
Not
would recommend
selling though.
paying for the extra packaging because their packaging can sometimes be very poor. But if you pay for the extra gift box for $5, your package is betterly packed. You know, that's what I'm going to use, Morella. Use it as a pouch. Because look how cute. This is not a vamp for me. This is a fun going out party bag. I just love the color, guys. I love the color. This was the sparkly color magpie moment. Um,
Hi, Monarch.
hello. Let's see what's
Sharing.
inside. It's just paper.
And if the sparkles come off, you can use them on your bag behind you.
I know. I think it's part of what's fueling this because at least these ones are faceted on. These actually take a lot of work to produce, so I can't believe how cheap you can find these for. It's shocking how inexpensive these are. I got this off Temu, guys, so cheap. You know,
It's shocking
so
that they're not paying somebody probably to do that very much.
I have no idea how. they make any money on that.
Did you see the
And
meme
here's how
that's
this
going around about Temu?
no,
It,
what?
it says it says Temu is like a bunch of raccoons found a bunch of stuff and they don't know what it is and they don't know what to charge for it.
That's funny. That's pretty accurate. But people have said about Timu when you listen to the inside people talk about it that it was operated at a loss to get into the market foothold, and it
Right.
made a big difference, right? And the only reason why it was able to do this because they're honestly cutthroat with their vendors.
They were ripping off their
So
vendors.
yeah,
They're
the
like,
vendors were barely making it because the sign up to sell through Temu, you have to sign up with an agreement that Temu, the parent, can make incentives and sell your stuff for less than wholesale. So it's honestly meant to be volume would get you, but then that doesn't. That's not how it works. You can't sell something for a penny. I don't care how many one things you have to sell 100 things to make $1 if you sell it for 1 penny. That nobody can do that. So it's an interesting platform. It's good if and but what's happened now is and a lot of Timu haulers, because I watch them, but talking about this, they're starting to go to other platforms because um, the Temu prices are so much higher now that
well,
my
we knew
friend
they
who
would be.
hauls, yeah,
Read what
my
Keith
friend who
wrote.
hauls, uh, so did Amazon, so did Uber Eats. They operate at a loss and get you hooked, and then after you are addicted, they raise their prices. And why I never will buy because I won't want to drink the Kool-Aid. That's true. And Amazon's put out their own hauling platform. They have a hauling app now, and the thing with Timu also is
I've never gotten anything from Temu. I never did.
my
Never did it.
well, I've never done like WhatsApp and Wish and or not WhatsApp, but what Wish and Shein, but I did do Timu, and I watched some Timu haulers, and they're actually starting to haul stuff out of um, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, the other discount places because it's the
Um,
prices. The prices have come, they've equaled out.
right.
You know, yeah. So this is another box to open. This is from Jacksonville. I think this came from the um what do you call it? Goodwill. It doesn't say Goodwill, so I don't know. But I know there is one and oh yep, it says Goodwill on the invoice. Let's see what I ordered.
Let's see what you ordered.
Timu. Yeah. So this is oh, this has a story. I have been looking for this bag a year and a half, almost 2 years. Uh,
I
this is
like
the
the hunt.
bag. The first time I found this bag, saw this bag, it was from Says What. Says What has this bag in a different version. And I have been looking for it ever since then. She bought hers in a sample sale, special like sidewalk tent sale, went way long time ago when Dooney still had tent sales, right? So when I saw this, I was like, I need this. I lost the bid. I didn't win it. Actually, so the person who won the bid didn't pay for it. So you have 7 days to pay the payment, right? And if you don't buy it in 7 days, it gets knocked down to the next bidder. Beep.
Oh,
So
cool.
I got this, and the condition is not the best. I knew that from the photos, but let me tell you how much I paid for this. It's $17. The shipping was $20.44. The handling is $1.99. The taxes are $3.25. All in purchase price is $42.68 for one of my unicorns. Now let's see if it lives up to the hype because I haven't seen it yet. Okay, it lives up to the hype. Dun dun dun.
Oh, wow.
I hate this style bag. I have a couple of them, but
Did that come
I
out?
have the
That come out in 1976?
I don't know. I don't know when they did this patriotic duck. It's probably for some centennial I don't know about. I'm gonna have to ask says what because I have no idea. Um, Keith says I've seen YouTubers do comparisons. One restaurant was $14.99, pick up and get $37 for the order from DoorDash.
Yeah, that's what it's
Wow.
like. I don't order from them anymore. They upped the prices on everything. Done with that crap.
This is amazing, by the way. The quality, I mean, we all know I love a Florentine Dooney bag, but on the photos, it was a really bad photo, so I thought this was dingy. This is not dingy. This is perfectly unused. It's just sat in someone's closet for 15 years.
What's it say
You
on the
know?
back?
Genuine Florentine Vachetta leather. They used to say this, and then
Right.
they changed this. So the older ones will say this, and then, oh, look at this. This is so cool. This is what the inside looks like. Yep, it's just really small. I have a hard time with this bag. This is really just a going to the grocery. And I don't know why they did 3 pockets on the exterior. I find them to be not useful because if you actually put stuff in here, it doesn't close very well.
You can
Okay?
keep four
Um,
you can keep 4 flat Stanleys in that bag. 5. I saw
but look,
another pocket.
look.
5. 5 flat Stanleys.
So where's my phone? Here's my phone. Here's my phone.
It
So,
may
but
have been born before phones were a thing.
oh, yeah, well, not that far back. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think it's that far back. I do think this was in the 90s. I do not think this was in the 80s. It's not that old.
I wonder when they did the Star Spangled Duck.
It's probably for a centennial. They had a whole series of ducks that they did. They still do the camouflage duck, which I still don't have and want. But this is very hard to find. This one, this Americana whatever flag. Um, I I never thought I'd get this. I really never thought I'd find this. I'd love to show you the one that says what has. It's so pretty. Says what says she'll never ever get rid of it. Um, I can see why. It's fun. You know, I think that's a cool bag. And I'm in Texas. We like showing flags around here, and at least that one's a cool one. Vaqueta. At least you can afford. Okay, wait a minute. Keith says I watched Caleb
Hammer.
Hammer, finance content creator. And he interviewed people with horrible money habits, and they all ordered DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Well, you're paying the convenience fee for food, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
And but now it's just cheaper to use your own gas and go out.
huh,
Keith, he
look,
works
Rachel
for a
says,
company that repairs all the broken down Amazon machines.
hmm,
Where was that
that was
ordered from?
okay. Goodwill out of which place was this? Jacksonville, Florida. I have bought a few things out of Jackson. I tend to buy a lot of stuff out of Florida and California. Both sides. I don't know why. Italian temper. Keith,
Oh,
I
my
still don't
bag.
like it becoming. Oh, no food at
It's
2
in a lemon
a.m.
box over
Bring
there.
the food. I think the Uber Eats and everything like that is also just symptom of the fact that people don't know how to cook. Uh, Not that they don't want to. I think people just don't know how to, or they can't. Show us what bag you used today. Um,
I'm still
Julie's
in
grabbing her
this.
bag.
I'm still in
Yep.
this.
It's so pretty. I love it with the Labubu.
This bag is so comfortable to carry. Holy crap.
The handles. I swear
The
it's the
handles are
handles.
like the best.
Yeah, and like why did they stop making those? I don't know. I bring back those handles, please. You know. I have two
And
more
then
boxes to open.
Jackie was
Hmm?
talking about me the other day because this is a bag that Jackie gave me.
Yes, that's the large Barlow. I was showing the Brenna, which is right here. But that's the Barlow, the Brenna, and the Flynn all have the same type of 3 compartment. And we
Yeah.
traded for. I got her Henry's bag, and she got that Dooney bag. You're like, Jackie, you gave up a blue Dooney. Like,
And
yes,
it
yes, I
comes
did.
with the 3 parts. So I
Yeah,
took a part out because with this part in, the bottom of the bag hit me right at the knee. So
too
that's what I
long.
was talking about. So I shortened it like this and just wear it. It's too big to wear crossbody anyway. So I just use
Craig
the
is
I do
right.
use it. I like it. It's not going
Craig
anywhere.
says. Craig says I've always said the Burrow is the best bag Coach ever made, and I agree with. Or the best. He actually said best bag ever made ever. Huh. Yeah. They don't do that texture anymore, by the way. That's a great texture, and that color is really good color. I just never used it. I had it for, I mean, a good 5 years. Um,
It's the same size as this Burrow bag, by the way. Let's
mm,
see. I gotta back up.
I do not know why I never could use it, and I love that bag. Yeah,
It hangs a
I
little
still love
lower
the
because
look of it. Yeah.
I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, see, it's the same damn size.
Let's see, I have 2 more boxes to open. Let's see, I have a box from Minneapolis. And what's this one from? This one is from, I have no idea. Where's the label? Oh, there it is. This one is from Palmetto, Charleston. So South Carolina or Minnesota. Any preferences, Jolie?
What?
Minnesota
Minnesota?
or or that's Minneapolis. This one is, I already forgot.
I didn't hear
North
you.
North South Carolina. South Carolina. Which
Okay,
box? South Carolina
let's
or
do the one from
Minnesota?
the south first, and then we'll do
Okay.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Keith says, locational, I can proudly say I have never seen Jersey Shore, so I don't know what that means. What was the thing locational says?
I don't know.
I never watched the Jersey
I
Shore either. I just
all I remember
saw
is the
clips.
little. I never watched it, but it was all over the internet. Like the little drunk, dark-headed girl. I remember what she looks like. Don't remember her name now. And then how can you forget a name like The Situation? I mean, other
I
than
think it
that,
was Snooky.
Snooky. Yeah,
Snooky.
it was Snooky.
The situation. Yeah, I
That's
ordered a
about
Panda
all I
Express.
remember.
The same thing I order every time. It is teriyaki chicken with lo mein noodles. So that's the same thing I order every time. No salt. So
I don't like Panda Express.
okay, another story time. Because I'm on a. I shouldn't be buying bags. So the bags that are showing up today were really. I shouldn't have bought, and they were really special. Or I have to face the music right with my husband and talk about why I spent more money. So this one was $34, all in shipping, taxes, all of it. This one has a story time. So this came from South Carolina. It's a black bag, y'all. You're like, Jackie, a black bag again? Let me show you.
Snooky, she's
So
not
this
even
is,
actually in Italian. Hi,
oh, she's not?
Orlina. Yeah, that's what Luck said. Is that Maria?
So if I want my Coach fans to look at this bag and tell me what it is, because you're gonna know. It does not have the crossbody strap. Crossbody strap is missing from this bag. I
It's a
could give
rider?
you.
What is it?
It's not the rider, but it's based on. This was an outlet bag that was
Based on the rider.
designed from the rider, which was a retail bag. I have the retail bag rider. This is I think it's called the Millie. Millie? Millie?
Yeah, that
This
sounds
is
right.
from 2023.
Because all the
This is,
outlet
and
bags for a long time were just names of women, like the Ashley, the Millie. I can't
Yeah.
even think of any others, but yeah, when the
The
outlet
Kara.
started, Kara,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Rowan. Well, Rowan,
I
it
have
is
a
actually.
Cali.
So it's weird because this one had let me change you can see the screen. There. This is, I love this bag. So I have a
That's
small
cute.
shoulder version of this. And, Morella, that made you laugh. Let's see. Uh, what did Morella say? What did I miss? Too busy talking.
She said, "Ho,
Yeah.
Jorgelina,"
Oh, so this
instead of
is the
hi.
writer, or not? This is based on the writer. Now I do have the writer, so I will find that bag and we will have a comparison video. But when this bag came out, I was all over it. When this came out, and I think Melissa's Corner has this bag. I think she has it in the Coach canvas and brown. Hey Maya, but I wanted this in the classic Coach canvas with the brown because it was so pretty. And I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, and I missed it. I just flat out missed it. I missed a good
Mr.
sale.
Carter,
It went away.
Mr. Carter.
I never bought it. I didn't
Do you
have the
remember the
money.
Ashley? I had it in black
Handbag?
and yeah, it's from Coach
Mm-hmm.
Outlet. I had it in, I think it's Coach Outlet. I had it in black and silver like that. And what was so cool about that is it had the two top handles. However, it wasn't as structured as that and it didn't have the rivets and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But the handles would go underneath. You could lock the shoulder handle underneath the bag,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the perfect
Mm,
length to go
I
underneath.
have seen that.
Yes. And that's the way I
Hmm.
always carried it. I put that strap under the bag.
Yeah, this is a beautiful bag. I mean, you wouldn't think that this was a outlet bag. I think the only thing that kind of gives it away as outlet is the handles, because
Yeah.
we all know that a rolled handle is more expensive to produce and make. The flat handles might be fun to carry, but they are not as long, sturdy. They're not as sturdy as the rolled ones. Let's just be super honest. The rolled ones also have a tubing. This is just a flat. Um, but it's really comfortable. The leather is very soft. And when I touch this, I'm like, this is such a soft leather bag, you know? And look at the little details. It has like the little turn lock, for no reason other than just because that
Just
puts the
aesthetic.
flap down. Yeah. It's just, but at least it does something, and all the rivets have the Coach on it. I mean, this is seriously a beautiful bag, and I'm for $34 with shipping. I couldn't say no. Unfortunately, that opened Pandora's box, so then I started getting a few more things.
That
Now
damn
that's
Pandora and
looking
her
a mess.
stupid box.
I know. It's like keep that box away from us. I've always wanted the Givenchy Pandora bag. Always. But people say who have it is really, really awkward to get in and out of, because it has one handle and it just kind of falls like
It's
a
odd
way it
looking.
falls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Last
Minnesota.
unboxing for
Minnesota.
Jackie's crazy unboxing day. This one is, yeah, from Minnesota, and this is a pretty big box. So, let's see what I got.
We know that means nothing. Amazon has proven that.
That is the truth. Or Macy's. I've gotten the biggest boxes out of Macy's for something that's like this big in a box. It's like
box.
you don't get
Boxes this
charged to
big.
ship boxes
Boxes
my
this big,
size.
and
I'm
you
like, what?
take this out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Marilla, it's a beautiful bag. And since I have the Rider in black and I have that one, I'm definitely going to compare them both and be like, oh, I regretted buying this. I don't regret that anymore. When I won the bid on this, I'm like, oh, I won the bid. I was hoping sometimes I do that and I kind of hope people win the bid from me. Um, this was not one of those moments.
Um, Jackie put baby in the corner. Oh, I almost
Now
bought
I
that
don't,
bag. There's a couple on
did you?
eBay. Yeah.
This is so cool.
Craig sent you another
No,
listing.
it's printed. It's printed. Um, Oh yeah, because I'm showing off a bag. I'll make it bigger again. Um, when the bag is
Yeah, I
properly
want
shown off.
eventually I want an alligator bag in green. It does not have to be real
Real.
alligator, but I want it to look like that.
That's
It would be nice if it was, but I'm damn sure not paying LV or whatever prices for an alligator bag when
look
they're made
how
all over
pretty.
Thailand and stuff. Is it Thailand?
Oh yeah, Thailand has them. They have a lot actually.
As long as it's
This
stitched
is
good.
so. They used to have a really cool alligator farm, crocodile farm out there, and
Well, I live in
it,
Florida. You
it
think I could buy an alligator bag, but no.
yeah. Okay, so let me tell you how much this bag was.
Okay. Well, I've seen them.
Let me.
They're going for not a lot.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because they're amazing. Um, some people don't like embossed like
I
leather that's
know.
not. Yeah. Um, let's see. So, nope. I need to go to closed.
No, Morella, it's embossed.
Yeah, it's embossed. It's not real. Um,
Basically make one.
it's real
I just
cow,
just
not
gotta go
real.
out there or Alina and catch an alligator.
What do they call those? They call them gator. I forgot. There's a nickname they call them in Louisiana. Alligators. Okay, so this bag, all in purchase price is $48. So a little bit more than I wanted, but it was $25 to buy it. It was $17 to ship it. Taxes, handling, under 50 bucks. This is a Dooney and Burke gorgeous bag.
I have searched
It
for
doesn't.
Helena. I have searched, and the only place that I found is some guy that makes little clutches. Like little clutches. That's not what I want. I want something like that you can
Or
put your
or
arm
it's
through.
super kitschy, super kitschy, where
Yeah,
it
like it's
looks
the
like the
whole
alligator
head or
face.
something.
Like no, I don't want that. Yeah. This is so cool.
No, because I'm not currently
Okay.
looking, Keith. It's going to be like next year sometime, maybe. I have to stop. I can't. I need to get rid of some bags first. They're all
Yeah,
over.
this is old school. Look at the old school cell phone pocket. Like you can tell the vintage by
Oh, I see
that
it.
right there.
Oh,
Right
they
there.
use the
Yeah.
they use the leather.
Shows
What's
you
your
have a
what?
budget.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
I do
currently
too,
looking.
Linda. So I mean I have a real crocodile bag and but I
Yeah,
wanted one that was green, just like Jolie does.
I
And
want a
when I saw
darker
like
green than
a,
that.
a darker, oh wow. Yeah. But look how this would look with my this would be so pretty with its charm on it. Let me show you guys.
You don't have an alligator foot, do you?
No, but you know what? I do have an alligator charm, but what I must have put it on a different bag because it's not readily.
Everybody will think you're part of the swamp family. Gator girl. Oh, that's cute. The pink looks good on the green.
It's so pretty. My poor husband. It's a good thing he loves me a lot. Today was Jackie rant mode. It was a rough day for work. It was a rough. I get too invested, and today was hard. Kelly Green, and I have this green bag. Apparently, I was in a green mode when I bought
Yeah,
stuff. Um,
I like the green
yeah.
of that Dooney that you gave me, and it's kind of sufficing for now. You know the thing
Which
of it. You know
Junie?
why I wanted it so bad is
Oh, that Junie.
because of the one that Moira was carrying on in one of the scenes on Schitt's Creek. I'll grab it.
I love bags. So I'm gonna definitely have to. I want to work on
This
a
one
couple
that I looked
videos.
for years and couldn't find a good one, and then all of a sudden, Jackie had one.
Oh, that one. Oh, yes, the classic satchel, of course. I really wanted a
I
red
used to
bag
have this in
and
orange. I used to have this very bag in orange back in the 90s. but I always wanted the green
Oh,
one.
Keith is selling a bag on Vestiaire Collective. Actually, it hasn't come through yet. Do you want me to share it with the group or share it with Jolie? Um,
I'm really wanting a red bag, and the Coach Mini City tote from the outlet is calling my name. It's $103 right now. Any tips?
um,
City Mini.
the City Mini Tote. Oh, okay. The City Mini Tote is like, it's cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's cute. How much was it? Did she say?
103.
$103. I don't love the City Tote at a Coach. I've actually sold my City Tote. It's okay, but the Mini City is different. The Mini City is a lot like the teeny tiny Neverfull that Winnie has and Ed has, or Winnie had and what Ed still has, the baby Neverfull. It looks very much like that. What I can't say, Horlina, is that it's a very good price, and it can't hurt to buy it. And if you don't like it, return it. It is an outlet bag. Yeah. What?
What fell apart, Linda? Are you talking about the Mini City?
Oh, the mini city. Okay, I think. Oh, Keith, Keith. We don't have this in our budget. We love this bag. It's not in the budget.
Is it 50 grand? 100 grand?
It's a if that is a crocodile Birkin, it looks like 30. Yeah, no. We don't have this in our budget, but wow, we love it. I think that costs as much as my car. You know, it definitely costs more than my minivan. Oh, so Linda says, yeah, the mini city fell apart. That's shocking, Linda P. Because I saw that when it came out, and the mini city came out in camo, and I really liked it. But no, if it falls apart, heck no. Selling to
um,
my mom, she can't carry Birkins anymore. Oh man, that's gotta be heartbreaking if your mom has that and not being able to use it
Keith
because
is
that's
fancy
palladium
pants.
hardware.
That's where
Oh
Lena's
yeah.
words, not mine. I
Well,
agree. Keith is fancy pants.
thank you for the photo. I'm gonna keep that because that's just something I want to admire.
Stunning. It's stunning.
It's like, I
See my
watch
drink?
Love Luxury all the time because they always have Birkins and Kellys, and this today they had a little reel go out where in what's it called? This man comes in with both his wives and says he needs to buy two Birkins for his wives, and they're both there. They're both there, and it was very funny because the first wife, it looked completely staged in my opinion, but it
Okay.
was still funny, and they ended up getting the exact same bag. And then the first wife, the older wife says, "You always follow me." And the younger wife is like, they both got the same bag. Keith says I use a Trader Joe's tote bag. Yeah, yeah. Keith actually is not super fancy. Um, now his he does experiences, not so much items. You know, I prefer items because I've done experiences, and I still like items. I like my castle with my things in it, and I like my home. I'm a comfort creature of comfort and habit. I like my bed, my house, my shower. I do not like hanging out in hotels. You know, I have cheated on bags with furniture. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He's a furniture dude. He likes furniture, interior design, crystal glass, china, um, beautiful things. Yeah.
My husband and I love to travel, but we don't like the traveling part of it.
Mm-hmm. Poor
Like
Helena,
if we
it's
could
because
just
you're a
go,
teacher. And there,
oh, we're
yeah,
in England.
teleport. Yeah, poor Helena, because you're a teacher, you love tote bags. It's the DNA of a teacher. I don't think I've ever met a teacher who didn't like tote bags. Yeah, they're too useful. I want to go, by the way, my friend right now currently who are watching her shepherd, she is in San Diego, and she sent me pictures of panda bears. The jealousy, the jealousy. So the giant pandas are at least back in San Diego. So I said, well, how long is it? It's like a 22-hour drive, which is a long drive, or a 3-hour flight. I'm tempted. I hate flying, but from Austin to San Diego is one way, and I can do that. It's the puddle hopping I hate. I hate all of it. And if I'm going to have to do it, at least one hop is better than. You know how many connections and cancellations and. No, no. For pandas, it's worth it. Yes, for pandas, it's worth it. Considering they're all property
Mm.
of China and the only other way to see them is to go to China. It's like,
So they took them away and then gave them back.
yep, it's just a power play.
Yeah, I remember them taking me out. It's hard on the animal, though. That's a long trip.
Yep. But I don't know how
Orlino, me
many are.
either.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Oh, we might be. But okay, so I am really thinking about this, but it won't happen till summertime because James has a trip. We have a trip in January. We're still need to pay for, and a trip in next December of 2025 we have to pay for, and James has a trip in April that we have to pay for. So I'm not sure how the San Diego can go in there when it's about $700 to fly there with two people back and forth. I'm assuming it's around $300 per person round trip on the cheap side. Very best San Diego
Thank
spot
you,
is La
Keith.
Jolla. Okay. Jackie, where is your next cruise going to? We are cruising out of Fort Lauderdale, and we are going to a couple ports, and I don't know what. I don't care. I don't go to ports. So I
When
don't
are
need
you
a boat.
going to be here?
January. Last 2 weeks of January.
I know that. What date are you getting like near me? Do you know?
We can go either on the way down or probably the way back, to be honest. No, the way down. I need to see you on the way down because of what I'm bringing. Um, I think the 21st or 22nd,
Oh,
one of
cool.
those
Okay.
days. Yeah, midweek.
Because I think my
We're
next
leaving.
appointment is the 13th, it's the 14th or the 15th in Miami. So cool.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
So, hey, Victor. Don't. Huh? Wait, what? Uh.
I don't
Oh,
recommend
Victor said
Carnival.
something.
It's not
Yeah.
Carnival, is it? It's not Carnival, is it?
Oh no, no, we do Disney. We don't. We do Disney. Yeah, James only does Disney. Very expensive, extremely expensive. But that is. Oh, that was my first troll. Wow. Uh, Yeah, that's kind of rude, Victor. I'm not even sure what you said.
Something
But
about
anyhow,
he doesn't like being effed with. Whatever that means.
well, just be polite, and then nobody will say anything.
Nobody was
Um,
effing with anybody.
Disney's not as crowded as Carnival, right? Disney is not okay. Here's the thing with Disney. First of all, I like going on the very first ship they came out with, which was the Magic. That's the one that leaves out of Galveston. That is my favorite ship because it is a small ship. This is the first ship. These are not the mega boats that you see on Carnival and these other like palaces. Like the one
Um,
that Dee Dee Bean goes on. Those are huge boats.
we were, yeah, like the Odyssey of the Sea.
Like,
Which
mhm.
shoot, which is that? Which company? They're
Yes,
behemoth boats.
Craig says that Atlanta has panda bears. Yes, but
They
in San
do.
Diego, my friend has her brother lives there, so we might, and I think they have free tickets. And it's a San Diego Zoo. It's like nationally renowned. But no, so the cruise we're going to out of Fort Lauderdale, and it's going to the Disney Island, and then it's going somewhere else. I think a Bahama or something. I don't know.
A
We
Bahama.
we normally just cruise in to Mexico and back, right? And I never leave. Okay, I have an entire And Keith can back me up on this one, guys. Now, port towns are not the best representation of a country. Most
No,
towns are commerce and shipping. Most commerce and shipping is a dirty, polluted area. Shipyards, it's not an
just
economically great place to
just one
be.
Bahama.
Yeah. And if you go into the excursions, you do support some of the local economy, but if you go to the resorts, almost all the resorts are owned by international entities. They might employ local staff, but you're not really seeing the real country. You're just seeing a really pretty beach. I've been to pretty beaches when I lived in Thailand. A pretty beach isn't. I am aversion to the sun. I do not enjoy the sun and its mighty gloriousness. I avoid it at all cost. So
Vampire.
sitting on the beach, yeah, like not my thing. I'm dead. Bahama.
Bahama. I think we're
Somewhere,
gonna stop it at a
somewhere.
Bahama.
Well, it's funny because uh when you listen to DDB and she talks about her cruising, she loves going to port. She loves going to doing all these things. You wouldn't catch me at any of the ports. I don't want to go to any of them. I stay on the boat. I cruise to relax, drink coffee, stitch, and read. Like, yeah, Jackie, you could do that at home. Yes, I could. I
Hmm.
go on cruises because my husband loves cruises and it's a Disney cruise. My husband, everybody assumes Jackie is the Disney fanatic because I have all the merchandise because I love merchandise. But it's James. James, believe me, there's no way I could have talked James into a timeshare in Disney. He said he had to talk me into it. Because I'm
Poor
like,
Helena. I can describe it for you as somebody who does not like them and who has been on them. Um, I don't want to, you know, nothing against Jackie or anybody that likes them. It's just not our style. Do
yeah.
you like going to the mall? Would you like to live in the mall for a week? Because that's what you're doing.
Yeah. The thing about like the Disney cruises, there's really only like two stores in them. It's not like the big Carnival cruises where there's like they have casinos and they have a lot of shopping in cruises actually. Um but Disney cruises aren't because it's the food and the drinks other than alcohol is included. So a lot of cruises separate the food's included in most cruises, but the drink packages are added in. Like, and when I say drink packages, I mean
Yes.
anything more than water, you know? So if you want tea or soda, that's a cost in a Carnival cruise. It's a up whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't referring to Carnival. We went on uh, Majesty? No. It's a big boat. Odyssey of the Sea is one of them. They're huge. They're
Yes.
huge boats.
Yes. Yes, Marilla, I love merchandise. I buy into fandoms. I am a product of my generation and I am all about Coca-Cola. I will wear a shirt that says Coca-Cola all over it. I like brands. Keith says I can't sit still to save my life.
Don't take
Um,
weed.
so does James leave the ship to do excursions? Yes. James, that's where we're going. We go with a friend, our friend who's in San Diego right now, who we have her shepherd here. She goes with us. We all go together, and they go do things. When they go to the Disney parks, they go on rides. I'm like, basically, I go on vacation with them, but it's like I'm not there because I'm like, I tell them this too. I says, you guys do what you want to do, go where you want to go, and don't plan on seeing me because I have things I'm going to do.
Uh-oh.
Is that me? Uh oh. Oh,
I can
that
hear
is
you.
weird.
Yeah,
I
there
can
was
hear.
some sort of weird
Oh, here it
interference.
goes.
It's probably just the drones.
Yeah, I got it. No, no, it was. I know who it was. That was Haya. That was a my. I had another tab open, and somehow it just started playing. Weird. That was so weird. Um, Keith says I don't take if you smoke.
Cashew
I
nuts.
saw on TikTok. Oh yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. You're not even allowed to take more than 12 packs of soda. Karen, Jackie, will you be cruising on the new Disney Treasure? Never. I will never go on the I would like to only if I can honestly say I really only want to travel on the Magic, the Wonder, and the Dream.
The old ones.
Past those three, past those three boats, I don't want to go. I don't want to go on the bigger ones. I just don't want to. I like the small boats, or ships, whatever you want to call them. I don't like the huge mass of humanity. I like getting the second deck, which is below, is the porthole deck. So it's not the cool fancy deck. It's not the upper ones. It's not. And why do I want the second floor? Well, everything else on the boat starts on the third floor. The third floor is like the promenade. That's where you enter onto the ship, and that's where you go to all the restaurants, and that's where you go and find the third floor and the fourth floor shopping and um the shows, right? So the if you're staying on the second floor, I can just walk down the stairs and go to my room. If you have to wait for the elevators, you're gonna wait forever. There's 8 decks on this boat, 9 actually, but the ninth deck is actually not rooms, you know. So it fits 2,000 of your closest friends you've ever wanted to meet, and most of these boats sail fully occupied. But guys, my office, my compound that I work in holds 2,000 people. So being in a place with 2,000 people isn't too much of a problem for me. When you get past 2,000 people, I'm like, no. Um, take your
I
pick.
just Googled the Magic has a capacity of 1,700 people. That's still a lot of people for someone who doesn't want to eat Panda Express because of germs.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. That's not gonna lie. I just okay. Yep. 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 But here's the thing: at Panda Express, I don't know if those people ever clean those tables. At on the Magic per service, they put down tablecloths and they change out for service, and they're constantly cleaning.
Jennifer's
So
on a
I
cruise
don't
right
know.
now.
Yes, I know she is.
I'm on
I'm
a
really
cruise right
excited.
now that winds up tomorrow. I started Thanksgiving Day in Rome, Italy, and finish up tomorrow morning in Miami, Florida.
I've been texting her the whole time. It's been so awesome. But she's out and she's showing me pictures. I will have to say the cruise that Jennifer is on, I totally would be like, let's go on that one. It's I mean, to start in Italy and Spain and then to go across the ocean, the Atlantic, that's like been a dream to do a transatlantic cruise. I'd love to do that. Um, but James is not keen on doing anything but Disney. So if Disney does it, I get to do it. But if Disney doesn't do it, he won't do it. So he won't take Carnival. He won't go on any other cruise line.
Maybe Disney will start doing a transcontinental cruise.
They might, because
You can
they
go over to Disney
cruise.
France and Disney Japan.
They do the Panama Canal one because they move
Transcontinental,
equipment.
trans-Pacific,
Yeah,
or
they moved the
transatlantic.
equipment from one port to the other port, and then like Jennifer, like she had to fly to Italy, get on the boat, do her thing, and then she ends up in Miami, and then she flies home. So it's a lot. It is a lot. Um, yeah, but I just love I can truly relax and sleep. I sleep the best on a cruise ship. Why does James only do Disney? Because of the nostalgic value more. James is an idealist. He is literally an idealist. He is the most idealistic person you've ever met. He loves the magic and the mystique and the world that Disney created, which is completely false and manufactured. It doesn't exist, which is why he loves it. So he just likes the vibe, and it's just really nice. And there's no gambling, and there's no drinking, and he hates that type of environment. It's like I'm telling you, I married the nicest man you've ever met. He doesn't like he I found him and drug him home because left to his own devices, he would be playing video games. He would never have done. We would if we had met anywhere, it would have been like in a pizza place because he doesn't. Yeah, he does. So it's like he's just this really cool. He doesn't like bars. He doesn't like crime stuff. Like, he doesn't like any gangster stuff. He doesn't like real documentaries because that's real life. He doesn't like he really because he says there's enough bad things in the world. I don't want to have to watch it.
Right.
Like fantasy, and he does D&D, and we already have to live here. We already have to live in this world. We already have to live with all these issues. We already can't solve, and we do agree with this because I went out to dinner. We were with our friends, right? And our friends were saying how, oh, the homeless problem in Austin, the homeless, oh, I love Slytherin, the homeless, where's mine? I have a Gryffindor one, and I don't know where I put the bag. I must have left it on a bag, and it's probably somewhere in this room. But anyway, um, talking about the homelessness issue in San Francisco and the people, because we were talking to, they're from California, and then we're talking native Austinites, and the native Austinites were talking about how we have this homelessness problem. Sorry, talk slower. So they were sitting there bashing the homeless situation, and James and I said, I think we're getting to the point where we maybe should just socialize because we look at it differently than they do. They were looking at the public issue of homelessness as how dare these people be homeless, and we've tried all these programs and nothing succeeded, and we have all these things and they're still homeless, and then they talk about the drug problem. Like, we've been doing the war against drugs since the 90s. It's not done anything, right? And then James and I look at each other, we see it as a failure on society, that we as a society have failed this segment of our population. That's what we're looking at. And then our friends are sitting there saying, how dare they? It's like, and then I was telling them statistics like 60% of homeless people are actually employed. The homelessness situation is so much
Yeah,
more than,
many are employed.
yeah, there's so much more involved.
Now, Jorgelina, when I took the test on the Wizarding World, it tells me I'm a Ravenclaw. The only reason I picked Slytherin is because I started playing Hogwarts Legacy and I like the Slytherins in it. So, anyway.
I am a Hufflepuff. Nobody is surprised. Nobody who knows me is remotely surprised I'm a Hufflepuff. Jennifer, I did share this with you, but I did eat chocolate-covered espresso beans yesterday.
With cocaine in them.
But I am at the point that I'm so tired that this is what's happened. I
told Craig you're overtired.
Yeah. It's like, because I've been up since 4:30. We've gone hell-mel. I'm talking, and there's no continuity. It's kind of so I do two modes. So if I go really, really fast, or my speech slurs because of my speech impediment. And that's where those are my two major tells if you're really tired. Maya says people can't afford high rent, utilities, gas, food, and they actually have, yeah, savings. What savings? I have no savings. I am the typical American. I am in debt. I didn't know any better. I would say chocolate covered. Oh no. Oh,
I wasn't being rude, Jackie. I was literally afraid you were going to pass out from lack of oxygen.
Oh, I know. I know. Believe me, my sister and I do this together. And our husbands have told us this. Like, believe me, it's like, we used to talk so fast, trying to get everything out, that my stepfather couldn't understand us because, well, he's Danish, and we were at the time we were growing up in Michigan, and they were much faster in their cadence, and so then we had to learn to slow it down, and then we moved down to Texas, and then the twang crept in, and then that he still makes fun of my stepfather of my Texas twang, which I honestly don't hear. Uh, you're
It's
doing
not
fine,
strong.
Jackie.
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin.
Well, see,
Ravenclaw. I like them all.
Dave
It doesn't matter.
Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
He's also not the norm, and he almost went bankrupt before he learned to do that. He had his Jaguar repoed. We did the Dave Ramsey thing. I used to listen to his show. I've gone through his classes. We did get out of debt completely, other than our house 6 years ago. And then life happened. Yeah. I like how Texas say, mm-hmm. Literally had to remind myself to breathe sometimes, not
Mhm.
even from fast talking. Yeah. Well, with twins, it was fighting in my family. I am the quiet one. That just tells you how loud my family is, you know?
Oh, geez.
Mhm. Yeah. So anyway, but anyhow, we've been on here for an hour and a half. We're gonna um
Probably not anymore. She probably did when she was a
not
kid.
anymore, Keith. Yeah, not anymore. My Thai is horrible at this point. I can understand it better than I can speak it, and I speak it better than my twin does.
Other than
So we're gonna
talking fast together, did you and Jen have your own language when you were little?
yes, all the way up to
Yeah.
the age of 3, because when we didn't know that they didn't know what we were saying,
Yes,
because
I
we
had that
knew.
same experience when I was a
Yeah,
little kid. I didn't know they couldn't
and so,
understand me. I knew what I was
so
saying.
when yeah, Jennifer and I were fine. And then all of a sudden we realized that mom and dad had no clue. So we went from speaking to each other at 3 to saying sentences. We skipped words. But we're
Yeah.
not that we're like we weren't, they were worried we were developmentally delayed. I mean, we were 2.5 months premature, but we had issues. But they were really worried until we started speaking because
Right. Well, you were speaking to each other in your own language and you
mhm,
understood each other. So what was the point,
yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah.
like and even today, Jenny and I, because it is not so much that it's its own language, but that shared experience growing up, that we have so many shared experiences. We're in the same classes, we had the same friends, we had the same family events, that we can look at each other and just don't say anything. It's like being those super married people for 30 years where you can have a whole conversation and not say a thing, just by looking at something. Looking at Jennifer and I still do that. We finish each other's sentences. Yeah, Keith, we were 2.5 months premature. I was in an incubator. Jen and I, for 2 months, Jen was 2 pounds 6. I was 2 pounds 8 in weight, and we were developmentally delayed, and we were both special ed kids. So yeah, I was in special ed up until the 8th grade. Jen, I think I think she stopped taking. I think she was in regular ed classes, but she was still had dyslexic. That was still bad enough that she had to have testing
Oh, yeah,
accommodation.
you both have
Huh.
dyslexia, right?
Oh, mine's worse now.
And
It was
it's
not this bad.
I thought my daughter was
Yeah.
dyslexic. She was just left-handed.
Uh,
That I know that doesn't make any sense, but they were teaching her to write with her right hand in kindergarten,
yeah.
and she was writing everything backwards. So I told her to switch to
Yeah.
her left, and everything started going forward. So I thought she was
Poor Helene.
dyslexic, but she was just left-handed.
Poor Helena said that. I don't think my husband and I will ever get there. I give him the stink eye all the time. He's
He's
clueless. He's not
clueless.
clueless. He's not clueless. He just is it's it's spouse deafness is what that is. That is, your spouse knows
Hi, Winnie.
exactly what they did. Um, so Keith says, now look at you now working for the government and excelling at your job. Because honestly, hard work. Plain old fashioned, work your ass off, study, and keep at it. You fail and you keep at it, and you keep at it, and you keep at it. And eventually you're going to succeed, because how many wrong inventions are invented before that right one happens, before that one. I think Steve Jobs said it. It's like,
Yeah. Winnie's coming in right when you're saying goodbye.
I know.
You
Julia
want
wants
what on a
that on a
t-shirt,
t-shirt.
Jennifer? What'd I say? That's true.
Yeah, what Craig says, without failure, you wouldn't recognize success. Yeah. Huh? And that, I mean, a lot of people, and that's one of the things when we talk about is like young people today, they're told that success is the only form of accomplishment that, and nobody wants to fail. I understand that, but they're at the point where their failure is they're so afraid to fail they don't try. And if you don't try, you've already failed. But they don't see it that way, you know? They're like, it's like if you don't try it, my people are afraid to apply for jobs. I said, look, if you don't apply for the job, it's already a no.
Yeah, you
So
can't be
what's wrong if you
rejected.
apply for it? Yeah. I thought she was dyslexic, but she was just left-handed.
Yeah.
Hey, Apple Blonde. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, people new in the chats, Jolie and I will be going live on Jolie's channel on Sundays and Thursdays starting next week. We'll be seeing us with her on Jolie's SO channel. She'll be
Totally
our
so.
cruise director, and I'll be the passenger.
I'll put baby in the corner.
Yeah. Well, you have to, or you won't get any time to talk. You know. This is the problem with being a twin, you know? All the same friends, all the same people, we're always competing to get more information out, you know? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm getting off, guys. Y'all, we will see y'all, everybody, at a different day. We will see
Get
each
some
other
sleep, Jackie.
Monday. I'm going to bed. I'm going to be filming videos tomorrow. I told myself, do not go live. Because I go live to not film videos because it's more fun to hang out with y'all than actually sit down and think about video concepts and do videos.
Don, Kim, Mary, and I are doing competition collab. Night,
Nice.
everyone. Good night.
Wait a minute, a
Love
competition? That means
y'all.
we get to vote?
What's competition collab? Explain,
Yeah.
Hormelina. Explain. Yes, Jackie said she's getting off.
Yep. Oh my gosh, I fell for it again. And then you set me up, Winnie, and then Jolie added to it, and I totally fell for it. Every time.
Oh, they
Or
decorated
decorated bags.
bags.
Oh, so we have to vote.
Cool.
Do we have to vote? I'll vote. I'll totally vote. I love those.
I love those
Winnie does
too.
this thing. Winnie used to do that. Winnie used to do those videos, but Winnie's a competitor. She did not like losing. Ed won that one time. But Winnie won from Yoda that one time. She got a
Yeah.
crown. Okay, I'm getting off. I'm getting off or else keep talking. Bye everybody.